All right, what's up, YouTube? This is Jue here, bringing you guys my first tier list video for Age of Empires Online. Actually, probably my first tier list video like ever. I don't know why I never did them in Age of Empires 4, but yeah, I'm trying to make more YouTube videos more consistently. So, yeah, trying out different stuff. And yeah, I'm here with Ashwar, who is currently the king of Age of Empires Online. He's basically known as the best player in the game, holding the throne at the moment. So yeah, thanks Ashwar for being here.
No worries, no worries.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do a tier list for every economic upgrade in Age of Empires Online. Um, yeah, usually YouTube loves like tier lists, and I'm trying to grow the game, just the average player base and the competitive scene. I want the current players that play the game to improve, and I want basically all of us to improve together and just make the game, more popular and just better overall. So, yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, I'll start it off. So I have a villager here. It's a little odd having a villager, but there's an elephant villager also. So I just kind of wanted to get a reference to compare them. So I think I'm just gonna put the villagers like in A tier. Is like, okay, all the villagers for every civ gathers at the exact same rate. So it's not like any civ has a faster gathering villager. Um, and then this is the elephant villager from the Indian civilization that I don't know super well. So, where would you rank the elephant villager? If is he like S tier compared
So
to?
an elephant villager is 2 pop, and it gathers 2.3 times faster than a villager and also trains faster
Okay.
than two villagers. So I'd say overall it's S tier. I'd say it's above
Hmm.
a villager, but it's probably not something you would invest in age two, probably in early age three. You probably invest
Really?
into it.
Early age three?
Y- Yeah.
That's interesting. 'Cause there's a maximum number you can make too, right?
Yeah, there's 15 is the max.
That's interesting. You say that you wouldn't invest into it early, just because it's so expensive. Like it takes a while to pay off. You think?
Yeah, yeah. So I would say like it gathers more efficiently, but after the issue with it is in the H2 is that you get like big bunches of resources and it's kind of hard to spend them in H2. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I would want to test that out. That's an interesting. I'm surprised you kind of think that way, but would you want to put it in S tier or what do you agree with this, or should they both be in like A tier?
Maybe A tier then.
A tier,
I think
okay.
maybe A. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go A tier, and then as we're doing this, we can also like move stuff around. We might like, maybe we'll be doing this, and then in 5 minutes we'll be like, maybe we should put it back in S tier. So it's fine if we move stuff around. Um, Okay, the next tech is hunting dogs. So
Yeah, I'll probably say S tier.
S
I
tier.
think it's really
Okay,
strong. Yeah.
yeah, Output S tier two. We'll kind of briefly talk about the eco upgrades, but we don't want the video to be too long. We're not going to maybe say what every upgrade does, but we'll maybe cover them briefly. So I think one reason why hunting dogs is S tier for me is because it has I believe it's 25% conservation, which means you just have more food. So I was looking in the game, I was testing things a lot, and usually a normal deer pack will have 9 deers, and each deer has 150 food in it. If when you get hunting dogs, it will make a deer pack go from 9 deer to like 11 and a half deer. So you basically and you gather the food quicker, and and you just have more food, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, okay, and then we're
And I was gonna say adding on to that as well with civs like Celts, they can make sacred deer, which also improves the gather rate for that as well.
yeah, for sure. Okay, and then we're gonna go with Gangsaw. What do you think about this one? Where do we put this?
Probably S tier as well.
Yep, yeah, I agree. So this one is like these two are, I would say, for sure the best upgrades in the entire game. Like the upgrades that you have to get. Uh, Reason why in H2 you get Gangsaw like as soon as you hit H2 generally, because you have to put so many villagers on wood in the early H2. So you have this upgrade's affecting so many villagers, right? Just a huge portion of your economy. So yeah, definitely yeah, S tier. All right, Picker's Glove. I'll go first, I suppose here. Picker's Glove, I would put in. I would say like B or C. I guess I'll go B. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, it's quite cheap. It's 75 wood, and you get 20% increased gather rate, but it's not really something that you want to have to do early on. Like, you don't really want to be gathering from berries so early on into the game, so it's not really something that you want to invest in.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, okay, all right. And then we got pickaxe, increase, gather rate for gold and conservation. I I'm gonna put this in A tier, and I'm curious to see what you say.
I disagree. I think it's S tier. I think having conservation on gold is really insane.
Yeah, the conservation on gold is huge. Um, so I'll kind of explain the logic of like how we rate all of these items. So my opinion why it's not S tier is because it's not an upgrade that you get like automatically in age 2, right? Like for example, handsaw, you hit age you get to the second age and boom, you should get that upgrade immediately. This upgrade, and the reason why is because you probably have like 10 bills on wood at least. But in early age 2, you're gonna have actually probably 0 bills on gold, or maybe you might put like 3 bills on gold, and then the upgrade, it's increasing the gather rate by 15%, but only for 3 villagers, which is like a small increase. Where handsaw, you're going to have like 15 villagers on wood. So that's increasing the gather rate for like 15 vills, which is, way, way better.
Yeah, I mean
Obviously,
that makes sense. But I think in the long term, if you think about it, like for 15% conservation on all gold mines, that means you can delay your markets, and like it's just I feel like it's really valuable, and you don't have to fight for like gold mines later on in the game either. Like it really helps.
yeah, yeah, conservation is definitely huge. This is the part where we're gonna come to disagreements, and I don't know. I guess I mean, I'm obviously gonna take your opinion on a lot of this stuff. Um, I'm gonna keep it in A tier just for this. We can maybe move it around, but obviously we're gonna have some disagreements, and that's fine and that's normal. But I think it's fair for right now. We'll just keep it in A tier. All right, and then we got chisel. Um, same upgrade, just for stone. I would put this in B tier, and you'll kind of probably see like my logic of how I'm ranking these, like as we're going. So, like I said, handsaw you get automatically in H2 very early. Pickaxe you usually delay it in H2 and get at some point because it is very good. Chisel it has conservation, which is nice. But you can delay this until like after your second TC, right? It's not like a high priority. So I think it should be B tier, but what do you think?
Yeah, I think beta maybe C tier. I don't know. It depends. It gives 30% conservation, which is more than the pickaxe,
Mm,
but it's
yeah,
not really something that I feel like is necessary until maybe later on in the game.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, okay, well, yeah, maybe keep. Well, yeah, you're true. Okay, your call, B or C, because that is true. It's probably
I
more
think we can keep it in B.
in
I think
B.
B is
Okay,
fine. Yeah.
all right, and then we got plow, which I was looking at this upgrade, and I'm not sure if this missed like a patch overhaul at one point. Because if yeah, I was looking. You can maybe fact check me on this, but but I'm pretty sure plow is twice as expensive as every tier one eco upgrade. Like I think all tier one eco upgrades are 125 res, and then plow is 250. So it's twice as expensive, and you farm super late in this game. So in my opinion, plow is like an obvious D tier.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
Yeah, like
It's terrible.
yeah,
It's
it's
terrible.
it is right. It's like a trap if you research this early, like it's horrible, right? You're like deleting res. And
Yeah.
um and yeah, I think this is why like doing this kind of tier list is really helpful because some players are watching, maybe Snoogum Boogum or whoever, and maybe he's the player that like just randomly upgrades text when he has resources, and like he gets this upgrade without thinking about it, and now we're kind of shining light of like, no, this upgrades hold different value, right? This upgrade's way way worse than the other ones. Okay, now we have this one. Crap, I'm gonna have to like which one is this?
It's the third age handsaw upgrade.
Okay, for the wood gathering for H3. Um,
Yeah.
okay, let's have you talk first. Where would you put it?
So I think it's still good, but not as good as the handsaw in H2. So I'll probably put it in A tier. Reason being is I think it's I don't know. It's more expensive. when it gives the same amount of gather rate, and I just don't think it's as important as the main handsaw.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like
yeah, I
you can get
agree.
away with not going it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like when you get H3, what's important in a game kind of changes, right? Like you want to have more gold in H3, right? You're at a different point. So yeah, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. All right, and then is the next one. This is the Placer Mines, the gold gathering upgrade for H3. Yeah, if you want to go ahead, what are you thinking?
I think it's the same as pickaxe. I think the gold conservation is really strong, so I think A is probably good as well for that.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like in a weird way better than pickaxe, but like yeah, like you said, the gold conservation is huge, and yeah, it becomes more like relevant the more more gold that you start gathering.
Yeah,
All right, and then the next one, which is the stone H3 upgrade. Um, I'm gonna put this in B tier. How do you feel?
I think C in my
See?
personally. I think you don't really need that upgrade to be honest, and the fact that it costs 300 gold in H3, where
Mm.
you unlock most of your champion upgrades, is probably not something that you want to get
Yeah, yeah,
too early on.
that's yep, for sure. Yeah, I agree with that actually. All right, and then the next one I believe is the farming. Yep, so the H3 farm upgrade. Um, and it's way more expensive than like the other H3 upgrades.
Yeah,
I
it
think
should be D again. I think.
I think we need to add a roll. Oh wait, no, not. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I think this tech needs its own tier.
Own
Honestly,
category.
I think that needs to go in the F tier. Oh my god. All right, and then was this the age 4 wood upgrade one that some civs have? The
Yeah,
next one. Um. Okay. What do you think?
I would say again a tier below, so I'd say B. Like I would say as you go higher up in age, they become less important.
Yeah, I would say C or D. Because like you said, gold. I think this gold upgrade's pretty heavy on gold costs. Oh, actually, it's not. It's more food costs. But yeah, wood isn't as important. I would put it B. Like you're probably gonna get Picker's Love in like every game you play, but you're probably not gonna get this upgrade right in every game type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right, and then the next one, that's the gold H4 one. Is that
Gold
correct?
H4. Yeah, yeah.
All right. This does have conservation, which is nice, right? Um,
Yeah, but I don't think it goes as high as the other two, just because by that point most gold mines probably run out, most
yeah,
likely.
yeah, and you may be at the point where like you're transitioning to markets.
Yeah,
Um,
so I'll probably say C to be honest.
yep. Okay. All right, and then what? This is the stone H4 stone one.
Yeah, I'll probably say F or D to be honest. I think it's
Oh
terrible.
wow, no, no
600
love.
gold as well
Oh
to get
yeah,
it.
600 gold. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm playing around with like the stone because you can't make a lot of walls and like towers and keeps, but um, yeah, 600 gold is that's a lot. But also
Yeah.
stone is like a finite resource, right? Like once the stone mines are out, there's no other way to get stone. So I don't know. I guess I'll put it in D tier just because since stone is like it's not an infinite resource, like where gold is an infinite resource with trade.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
All right, and then was this the age 4 farm upgrade?
900 gold to
Is it
get it.
900 gold? Holy shit! This
Yeah,
is the F tier.
yeah, I think
Oh
so.
god. All right, and then what is this one? Is this a Babylon? I fuck.
So no, it's Indians. It
Indian.
increases the amount of bills that can go in a plantation.
Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
originally, plantation it can hold 2 bills, but then once you get this upgrade, it can hold 3 bills.
Okay. Here, maybe before we do that, let's maybe rank the farm. Should we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do farm. Okay, so um, farms. I mean, there's so much like food on the map with hunts and berries. Farming is like pretty bad. Like you do it very late, so I don't know. I'm gonna put in
Yeah,
C.
100 wood per farm as well is quite expensive.
Yeah.
And also, like the initial gather rate of farms is the same as berries without pickers gloves. So it's like if you're winter transitioning, I feel like you just struggle for food.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna put it in D tier, I think. Because yeah,
Yeah,
you'll send your villagers like across the map for berries before he'll like build a farm, which is pretty wild.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then so this is the plantation. Um, it's the farm equivalent for the Indian civilization, but they can put what, two villagers on it.
But it costs
Um,
220 wood
right. So it's interesting. It's more expensive than two farms. I don't know how.
until you get the upgrade. It's more expensive.
Okay. This is your call. Where should it be C tier, D tier? What do you? I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'd probably say only because of the fact that elephants can also build the plantations as well. I'd probably say C,
Hmm.
and because you can get the upgrade, you can put 3 villages on it. So I'd probably put it in C. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. And I guess, yeah, while we're at it, probably do the deer here. So actually, before I move it, I think I was reading the patch notes, and we might have to test this, but I'm pretty sure that the sacred deer are not considered hunt, and I think they're considered herdables if I'm remembering correctly.
That's correct. Yeah, that's
Okay,
correct.
so they're not affected by hunting dogs then.
They are affected by hunt. So herdables are also affected by hunting dogs.
Really?
It's just that herdables and hunts have separate gather rates.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, damn.
So the gather rate of a hunt is 1.3 times, whereas
Mm-hmm.
the gather rate of a herdable is 1 times.
Okay. What's good, feels Birtle? Am I casting them later? I think so. Let me type when they're playing. I think I am doing it. Okay. So I think they're pretty fucking good. Like way, way better than
Yeah,
farms, right?
yeah, and
Um,
better than berries as well. Actually,
hmm.
they're better than berries.
Maybe you A tier or
I would say A
may,
tier. I said the only downside for them is that they require a lot of APM for Celts to
yeah.
keep
I mean,
maintaining.
yeah. It's not too. I think it used to be more difficult. I forget. I think maybe Sacred goes. Oh, their training time I think is now quicker. But yeah, you could try to just build one Sacred Grove and queue up like 20 or 15 of them at once. But yeah, it is a little bit APM. Okay, we'll keep it as A tier for now. Okay, and then yeah, I guess let's do this one. So this is the upgrade that, say it again. It allows you to, or
The
yeah,
Indians have
mhm.
it. Let me find it.
Yeah,
So
it's
it
A tier.
increases the health of farms by 25%, reduces the cost by 20%, and increases the gather limit by 1. But it
Hmm.
costs 350 resources.
Yeah, yeah,
So I don't know. I'll probably say like C to be honest. I don't think it's a great upgrade. I think it's quite expensive as well.
yeah. And you're just not really farming in this game to begin with, so yeah, I agree. All right. What the hell is this ham? I think is
It's
that
Celts. It's
Cal, right?
Celts.
Yeah. So Sacred Deer train time is 25% quicker and then plus 10% gather rate. Oh my God, look at
Too
the cost of
expensive. It's
it.
too
Yeah,
expensive.
and
Yeah.
it's an H4. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna put
Honestly, I think D
I
tier.
I was gonna say F tier, dude. That's like a
That's okay.
trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like these are the upgrades in the game that like are literal traps that like you should not be doing, right? That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so now we got wheelbarrow. I think my opinion is gonna differ from yours a little bit, so I
I think
want
so too.
to let's see what you say.
I would say honestly like B tier. I think.
I think it's like S tier or A tier at the worst because it's wild that you think it's so low. But you're still there, right? I don't know. You didn't drop
Yeah.
off, did
Yeah.
you? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wheelbarrow it increases your carry capacity by 2. So villagers usually to Twitch and everybody, villagers usually drop off 10 resources of every type. But when you get this upgrade, they'll drop off 12 instead of 10, and then they also move quicker. So um, I'm gonna say that doesn't have it. Or no, they have it. So yeah, you drop off 12 resources instead of 10, and you move 5% quicker. So if you think of villagers on wood line, they're gonna drop off 12 wood instead of 10, and they're gonna get to the storehouse quicker. So that's pretty huge. The only downside I would say is that it is an expensive upgrade for H2, 200 res. compared to like hunting dogs being 125 and yeah, and handsaw being 125. So I don't know. It's worse than these two probably.
I mean, we could put it in A then.
A. All right.
Just
I
the
think it
the
belongs in S tier, but we'll go
okay.
A.
The reason why I would have said B is because I feel like a lot of players fall in the trap of getting it too early,
Yeah.
and then like you get it too early, then you're just gonna lose in H2. Like you're not spending the resources on making units or other things like that.
Yeah, that's a valid point. Um, I think you can sneak it in, and it probably does pay back itself pretty quickly. But yeah, okay, all right. And then so this is the H3 equivalent. Hand cart increases carry capacity by plus 25. So I believe you go from 12 to 14, and then plus 10% movement speed. It's an H3. It's 400 res total res upgrade. Um, but but the interesting thing is that when you're in H3, you're gonna have way more villas. So say like
Yeah,
when you're getting handcart or when you're getting wheelbarrow, maybe you're getting that upgrade for 20 villagers, which is still pretty huge because if you have 10 vills, oh crap, I did this math before. If you have 10 vills, it's like having two extra vills actually, because right, that's the correct math. If villagers hold 10 res, and then if they would hold one more, that would be one extra bill, but they're holding two more, which is it's basically like taking you from 10 bills to 12 bills. If I think that's like pretty correct logic. And usually you'd probably get this in H2 when you have like 20 bills, so you would actually go from like 20 bills to like 24, which is pretty damn big.
does it work like that? I'm not sure because it
Yeah,
increases the amount they carry, but they still gather at the
mhm.
same rate.
Yeah, it's not a perfect like math or like I don't know. Yeah, maybe not exactly like how I just said it, but I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it, but you'd have to like it's something you'd have to like test out to see exactly how much it is.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the H3 version, like you said, you might get wheelbarrow for 20 villagers. Where if you get an H3, you're probably gonna have like 50 villagers when you get this upgrade. So it's gonna, say wheelbarrow gives you like four extra vills. This would give you like 10 or 12 extra vills. So it is way more impactful in that sense. But you
and it
are,
gives more movement speed as well. It
yeah.
gives higher movement speed, so
Mhm.
maybe it's better. But I still say A tier, to be honest. I don't think I'd put it in S.
Yeah. And you're at a point where like you want to spend res on like champion upgrades, like third town center, blacksmith upgrades. Um, so yeah, we'll go A tier, I think is okay. And then what the hell is this one little picnic basket?
It's a wheelbarrow equivalent for elephants.
Yes. I mean,
So
you don't have too many elephants, right? Like
I mean,
they
it was plus 40% health, plus 20% carry capacity, and plus 10% movement speed
mhm.
for 275 resources.
Yeah, and H3 upgrade. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I would say B tier probably.
yeah, I'd agree with that.
All right, so then now we're on to water a little bit. So there's Netlures, I believe.
Yeah, I think S tier, to be honest. It's
Really?
so good. It's really good.
Plus 20% gather rate, plus 50% carry. The carry capacity is wild. Oh, and even conservation. Damn.
Yeah, it's S tier, and it's cheap.
Yeah, that is actually insane. It is. Oh, yeah, holy shit. Oh, yeah, 120 res. Yeah, that is insane. Wow. Obviously, it's going to be map dependent. Like, if you're on a map with like a small pond, different than a map with a lot of fish. But even on like the pond maps, right? It's probably still like S tier, just I mean, for the conservation
I think if
alone.
as long as there's 3 patches of fish, I think it's worth
Mm-hmm.
to get.
Yeah. All right. Now the H3 version net weights. The
I'd say S tier again.
the
I
50
think it's the
50
same thing.
yeah, carry the conservation is huge, plus 50% carry capacity, 20% gather rate. Um, and yeah, only 240 res, pretty cheap. Um, S tier. All right, we'll go with that. Yeah. All right. What is this? What are we looking at now?
H4 fish.
H4 fish one. Ah, okay.
So Greeks have it, I think.
Yeah. All right. What are you thinking for this one?
I would say lower down on the list. I'd probably say C or B, just because by that point in the game, I think most of the fish is depleted, if not all, in most
Yeah.
maps.
Yep. Exactly. I was thinking the same. Um, yeah, I would put it in C because right, like how frequently like do you ever get this upgrade? Right, it's like the fish
Probably
are
not.
probably
Very
gone. So
rare.
you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're playing like coastal or like Great Lakes type of upgrade, you'd do it. But uh, okay, and then the next one, I think what are we on to markets? I believe.
Merchant transport, I think
Oh,
it is.
or is that merchant transport? Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. All right, merchant transport plus 20% movement speed plus 20% gold trade. It is 1,000 res and H4 upgrade.
Yeah, but it's not gold. Like you don't have to spend gold to get the upgrade, so it's not too bad. But I would still say it's
Mhm.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I'll probably say like C probably. I would
Hmm.
say.
Yeah, I would actually put it in D tier because you're gonna build plantations in games. I don't know, you'd maybe get is this the gold one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like how, games would play out, right? Like and it's so rare that you're gonna get this. I mean, it's very map specific obviously, but um
Yeah, I could say D. Yeah, I think D's fine.
yeah, I think I would maybe
Yeah,
move this to
no one
D
really does
tier.
merchant transport like
Yeah.
market lines, anyways.
Yeah, it's hard to protect and all that. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then is the saddlebags, I believe, the next one?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
caravan
Yep.
equivalent.
Plus 10% gold trade. Yeah. What's your opinion on this one?
I think same D or C. I think it's pretty bad.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, it is expensive. It is a good upgrade for like post imps like or not post golden age, the really long late games. But yeah. Um. Nah, what's the call you make it?
I think D. I don't
D.
think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then was this the next market upgrade? Trading upgrade that some civs have. Royal Roads plus 10% movement speed. It's 600 resources and it's a castle age upgrade. And it costs gold.
I actually think the upgrade is better than the other one.
Really, it's
10%
better.
movement speed sounds
Just,
good.
hmm Yeah, I'm not sure. It's something I would have to like test out. I'm really not sure. I don't know what's better. I would
Yeah.
have to like calculate it.
It's not really
If
an upgrade you get often. Like it's very rare you would
mhm.
get the upgrade. So I'd probably say put it next to the saddlebags.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And then, so this is the gold mine for the Celt civilization.
Yeah, they've recently changed it so you can build it in H2 instead of H3, which I think is
Hmm.
pretty insane.
Yeah, that's I like that change. It kind of
Yeah,
makes the civ a little more unique. Like you're gonna use the building more often. And
yeah.
then yeah, you can just balance like around that. Mad Lib was good. Plus 10% gold is useless if your market line is already 300 gold. Plus 10% movement speed is always useful. That yeah, that is a valid point. I'm not sure where how often you get like the maxed out gold amount. But yeah, they would be moving quicker.
Maybe the speed one could go to C then maybe.
Yeah, we'll throw it to C. All right. Okay, so the gold mine. So what does this boy do? I know you can put villas in it. It does have a 10% gold conservation. Does it increase the gold gather rate, or is no? It's just the conservation.
Efficiency. It's the efficiency.
Oh,
So you
because
know how
they're
villages like run into each other, the body block each other, all that stuff. They
yeah,
just drop it
yep.
off like every second. So it's like you're getting
Mhm.
the gold like every second pretty much.
Yeah, that is pretty insane. It's like the villas are safe. They're right, zero walking time, zero bumping time, and it actually has 10% conservation because you could still get pickaxe right with the sieve.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that this is actually pretty insane. I This is probably like S tier.
I would say A, and I think the upgrade after is S tier. The
Okay,
upgrade for the gold mine.
okay, I could see A tier. I don't know. I mean, it is pretty insane, but
Yeah, if you look at the next
it's
upgrade for the gold rush for the gold
mm,
mine, I think it's even better.
gold rush
It's 30%
plus
conservation.
Wow, yeah, that is insane. Five more villas can fit in there. Um, yeah, but they don't have it. Oh, they don't have an H3 gold upgrade though. Like that is well, that
But
is their gold upgrade.
wait, that's even better than the H3 gold upgrade.
Yeah, because most people get 15 only. Yeah, yeah, that's really good. Okay, so you think this one's
Maybe both of them in S. Maybe I think both of
yeah,
them could go in
honestly,
S.
yeah, yeah. um, yeah, they're actually really, really good. All right, I'm getting through there's almost like 50 that we're ranking, but this is good. We're making good progress. All right, so now we got the gardens, the Babylonian gardens. This is kind of a tricky one. How do we do this? So
Yeah,
guard,
Gardens is a hard one.
yeah. So they reduce the training time. So they reduce the training time of everything, right? Of even villagers,
And
right?
research time.
Yeah,
And research time.
and research time, and they have a base food trickle, right? Yeah, 0.25. So that's 1/4 of a bill, right? The food rate, but
Yeah,
decreasing, you know, a villager build time and all that. Yeah, you got a limit of so you can build four in each age, right?
yeah. But like in each age, it increases in cost, so it gets
Hmm.
more expensive the more you build.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's similar to like a dock, right? Where you build at a town center, a second TC when you get H2, so you can make more vills. But if you have two TCs and you have a dock is essentially like a town center because you're training economic units. This, in a weird way, it's almost like a dock or like an additional TC because you're basically creating more villagers, um, like out of nothing, I guess. But it is fairly expensive, right?
Yeah, and
Um,
also say they're quite exposed as well. Like
yeah.
they can get destroyed quite easily. I'd probably say
Hmm.
A. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, I think so. I agree. Um, okay, and then what is this next one? Is this the Babylonian upgrade
yeah,
or?
cultivation. It's the god. It's in the ziggurat. It's the above the
Yes.
priest.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, so increases the gardens food trickle rates by 0.25. The food trickle rate, did I say? Yeah, food trickle rate. Yeah, I don't know.
it's quite expensive though.
Yeah, 300 resources. Yeah. Um,
Probably say B.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it doesn't affect that many. Like, there's not that many gardens, right? So it's not.
you have 8 max in H3. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. The next one. This is the large garden. What is? Yeah, there's no. Does it have a
So
cost?
it's when you age up. When you age
Oh
up,
yeah,
your
it's
gardens
okay.
increase.
It's shadow text, right, right. Um, okay, yeah, so it just upgrades by itself.
I mean, I feel like that's S tier because you're paying nothing for it. I don't know,
Yeah.
but probably not. It's not. It's not like game breaking,
Right, right. Yeah, maybe A tier, I
but I'd say it's
guess.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then what's just the same thing for
Same
the
thing.
yeah, but yeah, A tier. All right, and then what is this next one?
Resourcefulness.
Yes, yes. So plus 25% conservation to berry bushes and trees. I mean, berry bushes is yeah, it's like kind of okay. Trees is like really weird. I mean, I guess they don't walk as far, but um, I don't know. I would say like I would say probably B. Yeah, I think I would say B
Yeah, it's
too.
quite expensive for H2. It's 250
Mm-hmm.
resources. I think
Yeah.
it's a bit too much.
Yep. All right. So then now we got a shrine. Um, yeah, you probably have to take this one away. So the shrine has a gold trickle, just like the building alone has a gold trickle, right?
Yeah. So it has 1 gold per second,
Okay.
which I think is really
Um,
strong. I
yeah,
think
because
it's really good.
that's a villager. It's even like with a villager that doesn't bump into each other, that doesn't go idle, right? Just that like constant passive gold income.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is yeah, that's pretty damn good.
You can
And
put 3 of them in H. 2
Oh, you can build
if you
3 of
want.
them? Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And then
And
you
if you have
can,
herdables, it increases the trickle that the herdables have as well.
yeah. Okay, I think I would probably put that S tier.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
think that's too.
All right, now we got, was this a goat or is this a cow? What is this thing? What are we
It's
looking
the
at?
cows that worship the shrine.
Yep, sacred cow. So, gold tricker rate of 0.1 if it's just by itself, but you're always gonna have it with the shrine, so it's a 0.12. It's only 20 resources. Um,
15 you can make.
you can make 15. Jeez. God, that's gotta be S tier. Like I'm not even doing the
Yeah,
math.
yeah.
That's fucking insane. Yeah, jeez. Okay, wow. Okay, all right. And then the next one, karma.
I'd say S tier as well. I think.
Prove sacred cow and shrine plus 0.05 gold per second of the shrine and of each individual cow, it seems like. Um,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And then plus 5 sacred cow build limit, and then plus 1 shrine build limit. So okay, so you said you could build 3 shrines. Can you
Yeah.
do and then you could build 15 cows, is it?
Yeah.
Um can you build like 15 cows at each separate shrine or just like 15 cows in
No,
general
it's all together.
altogether?
15
Okay.
cows in general.
So why oh well each shrine does give a gold circle of 1. Can all 15 cows like fit around one shrine?
It has to be, I think, three
3.
shrines. I think
Okay.
it's five. I think it's five per shrine.
Okay. Yeah, and then plus the shrines have their own gold circles, so okay.
Maybe
What
A. I
was
don't know.
this?
A or S. I think.
Plus gold. I mean, you're already gonna have a lot. Plus 5 building and plus 1 shrine. Probably yes. Yeah, I would put it as S because you're gonna have like a lot of cows at that point. It's affecting quite a bit. Yeah.
And also, you get to build another shrine, which I think is pretty
Mm-hmm.
big.
Yeah. All right, and then so now this is interesting.
Yeah.
We're getting towards like now we kind of did like all the eco upgrades, and at this point I was like, okay, what do I include? What do I not include? I tried to include everything that like increases your economy in some way, right? So I think I did a good job where I took basically every single upgrade. And yeah, now we get to interesting ones that like increase the villager train
Train
time.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's go to the Celt. This is the Celt one. Um,
So right.
yes. So it is the right of Damrama, if I'm saying it right. Right,
Damara.
the
Yeah.
Mara? Okay. So yeah, you sacrifice an animal for 30% training time boost, which affects all buildings, military buildings, and town centers, only for 45 seconds, and then has a 1 minute and 30-second cooldown. So I guess we'll take into account like that it affects military buildings, and TCs, because you're probably using this more so for the military bonus, especially if you're doing like a semi-fast castle. I mean, it's a nice knockoff at villagers train quicker.
I mean, it's like a
Um,
temporary paid labor without the cost, and it's
yeah, it's
free.
free. You're right, right. Yeah, I don't know. What are you thinking,
I think A. I think it's
Hector?
pretty good. A.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason I'm not saying S is because I think it requires a lot of APM again. Like it's hard
Mm-hmm.
to do that whilst doing other things.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, yeah, I agree with that. All right, and then is this paid labor? I believe the
Yeah.
classic, the infamous paid labor.
It's been nerfed heavily since I think you
Ah,
played. So
yeah. Let's see. All right, so training time decreased by 30%, minus 40 food cost. So they do so what they cost 10 food and 40 gold. Right.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, total of 50 res, but yeah, obviously mostly gold, and it's you can just toggle it on and off. You can have it forever. So, and the interesting thing, like it's actually really fucking good. The interesting thing is like food kind of runs out, right? Like you can go on hunt, but then like food is like the most valuable resource because once you run out of a hunt, you have to go to the next hunt. You have to go to berries. Farming's expensive, but I guess hunt does get it quicker than gold. But with gold, villagers have like little to no walking time. Like once you put them on gold mine, you don't have to like move them to the next hunt or to the next berries. Um, and yeah, they can just do their thing.
Yeah,
So
but I think the issue with gold is it's quite it becomes quite important in the mid game to control the gold mines. And if you're using paid labor and then you run out of your safe gold mines, it can become hard later on if you're not like ahead in the game.
yeah, I mean gold mines do last pretty long in this game, but I mean, yeah, you're right. It's a valid point. Yeah, I don't know. I would say S tier, A tier, but it's sounding more like A tier.
I think if it was before when the train time was like 50%, then yeah, it would be S tier. But
Yeah,
I think A tier now.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I agree. All right, and then we got the Roman upgrade. All right, so what was it? This one you can get from the forum, which you can build in H2, and it makes villagers cost 15% less resources. They train 15% quicker, and they have plus 25% gold. Oh, and the villagers all have plus 25% gold conservation.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. This is pretty insane. And you could get in early
Yeah, but it's
H2.
probably not something you're gonna get in H2. It's quite expensive to get in
Yeah,
H2, I think.
because you wouldn't normally build this building in H2. Are you thinking, or
Yeah,
what?
because that's the only thing you can get from it in H2. So you probably
Yeah,
won't build it in H2 unless you're getting that upgrade.
yeah. So you have to spend 150 wood to build the building, and then and then the tech is 300 res. So it's like a 450 res investment.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's still very good,
No, it's
but
still very good. It's really good.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably A tier. I don't think you could, right? I don't think you could.
Yeah, A tier.
Yeah.
You can't put it below that. It's too good
Hmm.
to be below A
Yeah,
tier.
we'll just throw it in there somewhere. Yep. All right. And then we got a coin. I believe this is the Indian civilization, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Negative 10% training time, 200 res upgrade, improves villagers, elephants, and caravans. I mean, it's 10% is not huge. Do you build this building in H2? It's a monastery, not.
You can if you're gonna get one of the upgrades. I
Mm-hmm.
personally I prefer the other one later on, so I'll get that one in H3.
Mm. And then, okay, actually, you're gonna have to explain how this works to me. So, is it like you can only choose one or the other here of these
Yeah,
two options?
exactly. You can only pick one of the techs.
Can you go back and be like, oh, I changed my mind. Let me go to the other one.
No,
Ah,
no.
okay.
Once you
So,
pick one, that's final.
okay, interesting. So, okay, so then it is you do have to measure its weight, like comparing it to the other one, right?
Yeah.
Um, so, and then this one is minus 15% build time for buildings. Um, you think that's better? Well, you do have
Well,
this.
it
I don't know.
depends on the point in the game. If you're getting the train time for vills earlier in the game, then it's probably more worth it. But like once you get to H3, you don't really need to make many more vills.
Yeah.
So you're
Yep.
better off going for the build time.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
And also build time, that means your villagers are building the building for less period of time, which means they're gathering for longer. So
Yeah.
technically you're getting a villager in that sense.
Yeah. Yep. That's very good points. So yeah. With that said, I think it devalues this like drastically. Because like you said, you can only do one or the other. So I think this would be more like B or C. Probably like
I'd
C.
put it in C, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like you're gonna always get Picker's Love, but you're probably never gonna get this. Like this is maybe even C or D.
Yeah. I'll say C though. I think C
C.
is fine.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
that one is in B though. I
This
think the
one's
build
B.
time is better. Yeah.
Build time. Yep. Okay. Fair. Fair. All right. And then we got this next one. Vanny's Wisdom reduces cost of all upgrades by 10%. 400 res upgrade. And then real quick, so uh, you can only choose one of these three. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then it doesn't matter which one here you choose. Like, there's not
Yeah. It doesn't affect the third
the
age
third.
now.
Okay, okay. Um, okay. Well, then, yeah, we kind of have to compare this one to the other options. So plus 5% movement speed on all military units. That's nice because you just have that like always right for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but that one was nerfed in I think one of the latest patches. It was
Hmm.
10% before. I
Yeah.
think that was really strong.
Hmm.
So now it's 5%.
Improves guard towers, fortresses, town centers, damage, and snare. I mean, that is pretty good. But
I think the Varney's Haste is still the best one though. That's the only thing. I think every game, 90% of the games you're gonna go for that
the Vani's haste you said.
movement speed. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the
I
movement
agree.
speed.
Yeah, that does seem better than the two other options. Okay, and then what was this? So minus 10% cost. It's
I'd put it in D tier to be honest. I think it's
the
terrible.
yeah, that's true. Okay, yep, I agree. And then yeah, these ones I didn't have because these aren't like eco upgrades, but yeah. All right, and then so what? This is this little book here. What does it do? Decreases the
This is when you need to create a
cost.
new tier and make it S plus tier. This is so broken. It's
What?
too
Wait.
strong.
Improves barracks archery and stables and Mahal camp. Costs negative 25% cheaper, plus 50% train and research time. Okay, so units pop out quick as fuck, and you get upgrades really quickly. Oh, it disables. Wait, it disables both of these, or the? Oh no,
No,
it's
no, the
talking about
other two.
these. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, it's an H4 upgrade actually.
yeah,
So I mean, you're already gonna have almost all of your military buildings. Maybe not all, but like you're gonna have a lot of military buildings. So getting cheaper military buildings isn't that relevant.
yeah.
But
But the train time, 50% is insane.
yeah, that part is the relevant part exactly. Let's see. Let's compare to its other options though. Improves military units plus 25% bonus damage protection. Okay, that seems insane. And then plus 15% ignore armor. Okay, I don't know. I guess I probably my opinion maybe differs, but I think these two are actually both better than this one.
I thought that too. Like I used to go for like the ignore armor with the bonus damage protection, but I think like imagine how much you can spam late game. Like you could just spam so much all over the place. Especially if
Yeah,
you're just like if you're rushing H4 and you go this upgrade, then you don't really have to worry about like cost or train time, not having like the production to make units.
yeah. I mean, I
50% at this
like
protect is too much.
uh wait, what was that last person?
I think 50% is just too high.
Oh, fifty
Like it's
percent
too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a crazy amount. I kind of lean more towards liking the other ones because the other upgrades will make you like your death ball, your standing army stronger, obviously. And this one helps with just having like waves of units come endlessly. So yeah, it is situational. I think yeah,
Yeah,
basically
like if you're
it's
going from H3 to H4 and you have a maxed out army, then yeah, going for one of the other ones is definitely better.
yeah.
But if you like, let's say you're constantly fighting or like you don't have any units going to H4, then you're better off going for that.
Yeah. Okay, where would we rank it?
Honestly, I'll probably
Um,
say A or S too. Pretty S in my opinion. I think
no,
this is too good.
I don't think.
I mean,
Well,
think about it.
yeah,
It's the research time as well, 50%. That means your armory upgrades come 50% faster.
yeah, that is pretty good. I don't think it's S tier because I think you would get this one like half of the games, maybe 70% of the games, and I feel like S tier is like things where like okay, you're getting it every game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I think A is valid. All right, and then this is what the Greek is this
Philosophy.
philosophy? Yeah, I remembered correctly. So this one's always been a really unique one. It reduces research time by 40%. So yeah, correct me if
I'd
I'm
say S
wrong.
too.
Yeah, but it decreases the research time of all eco upgrades, all upgrades in the game, blacksmith, champion upgrades,
Age
and
ups, yeah.
also age ups. Um, it is an H2 upgrade, so you have to spend 150 wood on the academy. You're only going to build the building for this upgrade, so the upgrade is 200 gold, 100 food. So that's 300 plus the 150 wood. It's a like 450 res investment, but you age up quicker, a lot quicker, which means your training villagers quicker, right? Your TC is not spending as much
Yeah.
time aging. Like every upgrade in the game quicker is, yeah, that's insane. Yeah, S tier you said.
Yeah, I think S tier or A,
Yeah,
maybe top of A. Yeah, but
yeah,
both.
may. Mhm.
It just depends. I think it is quite expensive. You're probably not going to get it like beginning of H2, more so end of H2.
Yeah.
But
I think some one thing I will say, I saw some games, I think some players fall into the trap of like doing, I think they do like a semi-fast castle and then they get this upgrade, but this like slows down their castle. They get the upgrade thinking it's going to make their castle age timing quicker, but it actually slows down their castle age timing because they spend like what the 450 res for it, you know?
yeah, I guess they do it because they save like 1 or 2 villages
Yeah.
aging up.
Yeah, it depends. Like
And
if you're doing like a
yeah,
super quick age up, age three, then no. But and then you would have it for the rest of the game and all that good stuff. But
yeah. I
I
mean,
think
as Greeks,
maybe
anyways, you don't really go fast H3. You don't really need to
yeah,
unless
Deadpan.
you're going for Prodromos. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Deadpan. It's the last one we're ranking. What are you thinking? Is this S tier or A tier? And then yeah, what do you get Twitch chat? What do you guys think about the tier list here? Me and Eshwar did a tier list for every eco upgrade in the game. We can quickly look at it. I don't see if if we think we should move anything around. Um, yeah, before we kind of finalize it. Honorable mentions. We got the farm upgrades in D and F tier. That's just hilarious.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be changed. Like half the price or
Yeah,
something, I
yeah.
guess.
Like it's so weird that I literally think this was maybe for a forgotten change or whatever. Because if you look at the H2 eco upgrades, handsaw 125 res, pickaxe 125, chisel 125, farm upgrade 250. It's double the resources as the other like equivalent upgrades. And even if it
It's
was the
gold.
same, even if it was the same exact resources as those, it's like significantly worse than them.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
yeah, that is hilarious. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, this is definitely an F tier. We had it up in D tier. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, just
All the farm
literally.
upgrades are terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Yeah, philosophy S tier, and yeah, so I think YouTube loves like tier list videos. I think a lot of like AOE4 content creators they'll upload like 1v1 videos and they'll get very little views. But then when you do like build order guides or a tier list, usually those do much better on YouTube. And it's good. It's entertaining to look at these. And for players that are new, or even if you played this game for years, this can kind of help you, right? Like maybe sometimes resources come in so quickly in this game. Like even myself, sometimes I'll be in like just default mode. I'll be like, oh, I just gotta click on like whatever, spend my resources as quick as possible, just so I'm not building a bank. And like maybe I'll randomly research plow in H2, and this kind of gives you a sense of, oh wow, like some upgrades are have significantly higher value than other upgrades. Oh yeah, damn. There are maybe. Oh man, I was just playing as the Egyptians. Hold on, Deadpan made a really good point. I didn't. I don't have a graphic for this one, but I was playing as the Egyptian the other day, and they actually do have. This was like probably the only upgrade I didn't include. I guess I think there's one that I missed is yeah, the Touch of Ra upgrade. Mm, yeah, this one I should have included. Damn it. You know what? I don't know if I can include it real quick. Um,
Yeah, that's a good
I'm gonna
upgrade.
save it and then I'm gonna see if I can add it. Um,
Yeah, I'd probably say it's pretty a B tier upgrade. It's quite expensive, but it's still a good upgrade.
I'm sure to save this. Uh, let's see if I can add it really quickly. All right, you see how I did this. My improvised skills. All right, yeah, I think this is the only one. Who's this one, right? There we go. Okay, I think that's the only one I didn't include. Okay, nice. There we go. Um, okay, yeah. So this is the Touch of Ra. It increases the empower rate by 40% and 40% healing rate of Priestess of Ra. I was
Yeah,
actually testing this last night. It's actually insane. I was testing like the wheelbarrow. So, like I said, villagers they drop off 10 resources. When you research wheelbarrow, they go from dropping off 10 resources to dropping off 12 resources. When you research the age 3 version of wheelbarrow, I believe they go from 12 to 14. I'm pretty positive about that. Maybe it might be 15. I'm pretty sure it's 14. Um, a priestess of Ra, when they're empowering a storehouse or like a town center, villagers will drop off 10, just base villagers, they'll drop off 10 instead of, oh, I'm sorry, they'll drop off 11 instead of 10. If they have wheelbarrow and a priest empowering, they would drop off 13 instead of like, 12. Um, but I think the Touch of Ra, it, I believe it did +2. It was essentially a wheelbarrow. I tested this. I should have like maybe recorded myself, but um, I was thinking that it might increase your villagers from dropping off like 11 to 12, but it actually went from 11 to 13. I'm pretty positive.
yeah,
But so it's essentially wheelbarrow, but you have to have a priestess empowering that specific drop off building. And then one thing I was noting is it's actually really good probably to use on gold mines and I guess food storehouses, but it's a little bit tricky using it on wood lines because you naturally want to replace storehouses on wood lines, pretty frequently so the villagers aren't walking far. But you can only empower one like wood storehouse at a time, right? Unless you're training like multiple priestess. So it can be hard to um, have the villagers dropping off at the empowered storehouse on a wood line.
yeah. It
Um,
also decreases the Vil train rate by 1 second,
yeah, wow,
so it goes
that
from
yeah,
16 to 15
yeah,
if you get the
that's
upgrade.
pretty insane. And it's uh, I think it's actually S tier.
The thing is, I think if you include the healing, like, because obviously you're doing
Hmm.
the tier list for just eco specific. I
Yeah.
think if it was for the healing as well, then I'd say S tier. But I think without the healing, I'd say A or B.
Hmm.
Probably A. If you're just talking about strictly the empowering aspect of it.
I think we'll kind of include both, just like the upgrade in general. But I definitely hear what you're
If you
saying.
include both, then yeah, I'd say S tier.
Yeah, it's tough for me. I could see it being A tier, but yeah, I would say S or A tier. Someone said Madlib. Are you talking about Madlib says probably the best upgrade in the game. That and philosophy. I mean, I could see that. I mean, I think hunting dogs and gang saw like are probably the clear top two, and yeah, probably gang saw is probably number one. What's better, hunting dogs or gang saw?
I'd say Hansel. I think like
Hansel.
Hansel is like you're gonna get every single game. Hunting dogs, you could probably get away with not going it like straight away.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we are done. I think that is it. Yeah, I think we're good with this. Yeah, this was pretty fun. Yeah, thanks for yeah, making this tier list with me. This is it for the YouTube video. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. If you guys are watching this, leave a like, comment. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. We can do more tier lists. I've like other ideas. You can obviously do like tier lists for civs overall strength. You can maybe do like a tier list for civs on specific maps. You could do like a tier list for like H2 spearmen across all the civs. So there's a lot of ideas you could do if you want to invest the time. But these videos do require more time commitment as I had to yeah, get the images for every upgrade here. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a like if you want to see more like this. Thanks for watching. Let's continue the Twitch stream.